Oh, that was a good one. That is pretty good. That's a good one, man. The, thank you. Must the vibe. Should I take this ad? That was a good one. All good. No problemo, mi comprende. This stream, not so much. Not maybe next time. Oh, I was distracted there. Oh, snap. This is a legend. Thanks, Ethan. I came by your stream a few times. Gave some likes. I didn't give likes on the orbital strike one day, but alright, hey, thanks man. Appreciate it. Hey, where are you going? Hey, what's up? And I'm near. Shukran Katir. نحن تشرب قهوة إن شاء الله. You gotta ask the kids to do that, to look that, man. Worst feature of War Robots history. Seen a group of new players. They weren't playing a month ago. They were just experimenting on playing it. They were streaming it independently of anybody. They were like, this feature sucks. It was like a minute, less than a minute into the match, and they're getting hit by overstrike. And they said, you know, this is not a good feature in this game. These are new players. They said, you know, this sucks. It lowered the skill ceiling of the game to a new shameful level. I think unless they remove this game will never recover. And just like Dino Squad, people will follow everybody to the new game and make sure that the game doesn't succeed. They won't be able to run away from it into another game. I think this was the worst thing that could happen to this game. Yeah, it's not good, man. I wouldn't promote that feature for $10,000. If you said, hey, I don't know if you're kidding, if someone wrote me, it was like, hey, I don't know if you're kidding or not, but we'd like to offer you 10,000 USD to promote this garbage feature, I would say no. I would say nah. This feature made me lose over $100,000. Why would I promote it for $10,000? This feature ruined the game, right? The game I've been playing for years. Why would I take $10,000 to promote it? Yeah, so I know what you guys are doing though. You're having your kids and stuff promote that feature because you know people won't give dislikes. If you have them do it, they'll be like, oh, it's just a kid, you know, he's like having fun, you know. You know what you're doing. No one will promote, even the go along, get along gang didn't want this feature. And they agree to everything. They will pump out any trash you guys come up with for one power cell. For $1 or for in-game rewards a month, they'll pump out any trash, but even that, they didn't want to do it. You know why there was lag between how bad that feature affected the game? It's because even the people that didn't want it and weren't promoting it, after it happened, they're like, okay, let's try to get past this. Everybody streamed, put out videos, did everything they could. So you couldn't see the effect on all the players leaving. It just created lag. Well, now, almost a month later, you can see how many people left because of it. There's no way around it. You know, some things you can convince people, oh, this is pretty good, or the customer or player, they don't always know what they want, you know. But with this is shit number one. It's so bad that now you have to hide all this AI in the game. You know, you think we don't notice AI Orochis getting stuck in the corners of the maps and stuff? First it was AI Scorpions, now it's AI Orochis. You guys think we don't see this, man? We're paying, if we want to pay to shoot AI bots, we can go to any dead game like Robo Craig. It's a cool game, you know, it's dead. It's all AI, you know. If we want to do that. That makes sense? Yeah, thanks Yusuf for asking me, man. You know, I'm being nice about it, actually. Yeah, man, this was like the worst thing, man. The worst feature in the world. Yeah, look, this feature is trash. This is the worst feature in the world, man. You can never convince anybody to like this feature. Yeah, I hope my little motherships never do any damage to anybody. So it's a bad feature. It lowered the skill ceiling. Lowered the skill ceiling to a point where no one even wants to play this game anymore. You know, this isn't, if we want to play that Orion War Gaming game, we'll go play that. You know, you start trashing this game even more with all the people's bad ideas, man. I hope everybody leaves and starts 1,000 Battle Prime games because of this. This is a horrible. This is a horrible feature, man. I will never promote this feature, man. Every time I get hit with an orbital strike, it reminds me to not buy anything from this game. It's a great reminder. It says, oh yeah, I remember, I shouldn't buy anything. Because all the stuff that I did and all the time I spent, it's like for nothing, you know, because I'm walking around and I get hit with a, you know, I hope the U.S. doesn't have to use real orbital strike on the Chinese and Russia, man. I really hope we don't have to do that. Because I believe in diplomacy. We have 8 months, because you know the Olympics in Beijing, you know, we got 8 months, man, to work something out. Because there's not going to be a huge war before that. We've got about 8 months, you know. We've got an unelected president who can hardly remember his own name. It's a catastrophe, man. We've got caravans coming into the country. They got nicer shoes and yeah. They got nicer stuff, you know. Even Johnson, you know, man, you know. I don't want to get started. I've heard you say before, like, you know, I don't believe we should necessarily, like, have this inherent wealth thing. It's not good for our kids to, like, inherit, you know, stuff. It makes them ungrateful, maybe. It doesn't make them as good of workers and take things for granted. So, you know, American parents, we deny our kids certain things on purpose because we don't want to damage them with superficial ideologies, you know, because it's already bad enough, right? So then we see caravans of illegals with nicer stuff than our own kids. Just running into the country. Yeah, they should work for what they want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. And then we encourage people to come in here illegally with the message that superficial stuff is gonna solve your problems, you know? And they walk over and they got nicer stuff than us. And everything, too lots to, yeah, exactly. And a lot of them are depressed and stuff too, right? They turn to drugs. And, I did homeless ministry for 2 years. And a lot of those kids, like in Harvard Square and stuff, were from rich suburbs, Newton, Wellesley, these nice places anyways. And they went to the streets to find community because they were so depressed in their giant houses, being able to do whatever they want. But they actually chose to live outside, to be happy. they obviously didn't end up very happy. They end up with drug problems and mental illness. But you know, here's the thing that people don't understand. Right? It's like you got hundreds of thousands of people coming into the country, right? And right away, a lot of them are like being found out as being from the Middle East and like terrorists and stuff. Yeah, you got them coming in the country on this dream of superficiality, you know. So, it's like crazy idea, you know. Anyway, you know what I think happened with these, back to the game a little bit, these features, right? Like, what they do is they say, oh, look, we'll remake this map, or we'll do this, and, you know, hey, welcome. And, they just dump these features on the game, you know, and then because they want to work on other projects. But the reality is, like, that's why we need more of you guys in here, the owners and stuff, because, you know, you get to hear what the player really wants, you know. Because it's one thing when the player, occasionally the player wants something that's not so great, like a trading system or a reload button. Those are bad ideas, man. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think their ultimate plan with that is to create some more and more obsolescence, to develop more and more robots that are basically the same thing, right? Just little different design. And the reason they feel they need to do that is because they feel like they don't get paid enough or something like that. I don't know. Who knows what? At the end of the day, you know, it should be about what the player wants, like, you know. Yeah, the Titans are horrible. The game went into quick decline after the Titans were released, you know? And now, like, it's amazing the remastered game engine, but every game I ever liked playing was fun to play. But every game I ever played had graphics. So to unpack that a little bit, it's great when a game has awesome graphics, but it has to be fun to play. If you can merge the two together, then you have a big hit. I guess I should take the ad. Yeah, hold on. I'll take the ad. The Chang Gang. They were strong, but they weren't strong enough. Here, you can take the ad. Yeah, I bought some Shiba. I bought it at 3.2, or it's like 0.003.2 or something. Now it's at 5.7 or something like that. I bought it the other day. Second page. Yeah, you know, of course, people are gonna come in there and defend them. I'm not saying the Titans were a complete failure, but they were the beginning of the steep decline in the game. You know, it's really hasn't been the same since. So. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad he's around. He's been a good friend. Sometimes he gets a little grouchy though, and then he doesn't interact with me. But I'm not one of his fans, you know. I'm not gonna go chase him down to spend time with him. You know, he knows where to find me. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fanatic for other human beings, you know. It's like against my beliefs. I don't even celebrate Halloween. I wasn't going to play this until after the whole Halloween thing, but there's a cyclone outside. And, you know, you can't go outside for a couple of days unless you want to get soaking wet. Every match all everyone I'm kicked to. Yeah, well, you know, that's, yeah, you know, I'm mostly satisfied, but, I think long range needs to be brought back into the game, you know. That's a huge part of the game. That's a good question. Ask me again later. No, I still use that name too. Yeah, that's my thing, you know. That's my but this is a character like Dimitri, you know. He's here to help everybody. He's here to heal and to have the team to allies do more damage and all kinds of cool stuff, man. Immediate and friendly. Oh yeah, it happens. So eventually you'll get the robot and you'll be ready to pilot. Yeah, it happens. Oh man. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll see if it's a good idea. See if it works. I didn't get to see Looney I think he didn't like my comment. I meant well. I guess I have a weird way of joking around. Oh, I probably had a silver ad. I should have. Oh, I don't have any shotguns. Yeah, some. Yeah, just look at takes guess I'll keep playing. I don't know if I should play domination. I like TDM. Yeah, scorpions. It's just like one of those things that it like doesn't belong in this game. It messes things up, but it's cool. It's just, I feel like to be a different kind of game. It's a cool idea, but I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like, see, people who are in Champion League or Master 1 or something, which isn't that many people, but they're mostly people who work behind the scene that would help determine something about Scorpion or any robot. They don't see what Scorpion does to mess up the game. Like, But in like, you know, anything below Master 3, you'll see what Scorpion does, man. It's like, it makes you not want to play the game, man. You just die out of nowhere. Sometimes there'll be like 4 Scorpions at once, man. Well, I don't think there should be changes to Scorpion. It's done. I'm just saying, you know, they should prevent these kinds of things in the first place, but obviously people are gonna be attached to Scorpion. I have an MK2 Scorpion, like, you know, I put all that effort into making it, you know, so I don't think they should just nerf it or something. They already nerfed it, so. But there's just too many features in this game that are more automatic, like easy mode, you know? Yeah, who would have thought that the leech isn't the villain anymore, you know? That's how messed up this game is now. The leech and the Ares are like the good guys, you know? They're like the good guys in the game. Yeah, I could show you examples, even in live streams, where there are 4. Really, 4 came in from like almost evenly in 4 corners, like of the square, like, around me to kill me instantly. I have a lot of videos like that. Funny, they get views, but I don't want to like change. Like, what if someone uses that as an example to nerf the Scorpion? I'll feel responsible somehow. You know? I don't want to nerf the Scorpion. Like, I haven't used it in a long time on purpose because of that reason, you know, because it works so well. But you know, on the one hand, it's good to have robots that actually work well for a while, but you have to understand, like, if you have Natasha or Leo, and, you know, Scorpion is last stand, just comes out of nowhere while you're trying to snipe on, it's not fun, you know, like, it makes you turn off the game. That's why they should buff the classic robots, you know? 'Cause, like, they shouldn't make changes to them, like, to make them with shields and weird stuff, you know? They shouldn't do that. Just, you know, they can, the mathematical solution is, when you get to level 30, like, all those robots will have extra passive module, one passive module if it didn't have a passive module, you know? Something like that, you know? That way, you know, you won't mess up the game for newer players. You know? Newer players shouldn't have to worry about that stuff. thanks. I'm not saying it's like the solution for everything, but I think at level 30, you should have some options with your robots that you wouldn't have. So I'm not saying it should be like that with all the robots. Just like, yeah. Because, if you did that level 30 thing, like, it might reduce purchases and stuff. I'm not saying that. Because someone might, like me, when I was in Silver League, I made like some MK2 stalker bots and stuff. You might want to do that, So, I'm not saying, you have to wait for your meta bots at level 30. I'm just saying, like, at level 30, your Jeopard should have a passive module or something, If you want to play with your Jeopard every once in a while, after level 30, like, you should be able to do that. It should be able to work pretty good, I think I'll take this ad.
Professor, my cells are reproducing at a phenomenal speed, several million per second. Every cell moves and talks to every other cell.
But I think the best idea I've had in a while is to come out with an ancient line of robots, like ancient Jeopard, ancient Boa, like the original designs, like, the Jeopard when it was brown, like it was before May 2016, like it was brown, like in Boa, like that would be cool. People would be really into that, and yeah, people would like that. Because all the people who said, like, oh, Boa, it looks like a toaster, are people who worked for Pixonic because they wanted to have a way to redesign something and get paid for it. So, but other people who said that were just saying it like jokingly. If you look at when they changed the Boa to the design they did in like 2017, no one liked it. Like, people were pissed, because it lost its charm, So that's what they need back in this game to revitalize it. They need more charm and more trolling, fun stuff, That's when the game really took off, because it's funny, and they don't have that now. Like, it's supposed to look cool or something, but no one cares, like, about that. Like, the other thing is too, I think the development team, they're very talented. Obviously, I can't develop these things, but they have a cultural disconnect with the American psyche, which is a lot of their customer base. It's actually most of it, but remember I said that once and they like became sad or something. Anyways, but it's the truth, So the American psyche and Canadians too, even Mexican, we like nostalgia and like cool, funny games, like this is what we're into. But the one thing that we connect on, the like Russian designs and the American interest, is the industrial look, like you should, like, let me give you an example, like, really quick. So You know, the industrial look is important, you know, especially in this game, you know. Like, for example, they want to redesign this, and I hope it stays like this. I can see the new features. I hope this is the way it's gonna stay, because this looks like a post-apocalyptic farmland. You see, this looks industrial. This is what America, Russia, China looks like. A lot of what it looks like in our industrial places. Like, this is cool, you know. So I know in Russia, I watch a lot of Russian shows and stuff, and a lot of interviews on what people think about stuff, and they always say, well, you know, everything outside big cities, you know, it looks old, you know, and run down, and so we like things to look new. So in their games, they want everything to look so new and futuristic, right? But that's not how Americans think. Americans don't think that way. And I don't even think all of them think that way. Like, this is cool. Like, they got it right. Look at the rust stains and everything. The Springfield I tested, I know they made some changes since then, but the first one, it looked boring. It looked like Atari racetrack. It looked like an office building. Like, who wants to be in a playing with these robots in like something that looks like a boring office building? Like, look at all the hues and the cool stuff. Like, they shouldn't change this. I'm glad they added some water over here, but it didn't even have corn. Like, you know, I think it has corn now in the new one, but I hope this is the final one, because the one I seen, you know, I seen the YouTubers pumping it. Oh wow, dude, it's amazing. Like, it's like they build the company to make something worse. You know, but this, it looks great, you know. I hope this is the final one. It looks good, you know. Like, this is what it should look like. That other design wasn't good. I'm sorry, it's not personal to the person who was gonna get paid to make it or whatever. But this is better. Whatever this is better. You know, it looks like real concrete, and you can see the mold on the ground and stuff. There's corn over here, like you can see corn and wheat and stuff. Yeah, that's what it should look like, man. The other one, it was like wasn't that good. Sorry. The only parts that were good is they filled in, and I think maybe this is it. Because I already talked about it. I know, hopefully it made an impact. But this stuff's pretty good. They filled in the texture and stuff. And you can go way back here for sniping. And that over here, you can go up there to snipe long range and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. You know what they could do for custom games? They could open up some of the maps, like, a little bit. Because I know for every game on the live server, when you don't want to load extra parts on the map that most players are not going to use, you know. Like, but if they had some kind of option where you could go outside there like you could in the old days during a custom game or something, that'd be good, you know. But anyways, I had a lot to say about it. you know, it's just one person's opinion, but yeah, if you could go out here in a custom game, that'd be good. But I understand it takes a lot to load the delivery system thing. But it looks nice the way it is now, so I hope they don't mess with it. But I just wanted to emphasize that the first, you know, they shouldn't have delayed Yamantau for that, to make a map that's not as good. Like, it's not good, you know. Anyways, I guess I'll keep playing. I'll play one more game maybe. Want to play TDM maybe? Yeah, and the teleport thing, man, is like, it works on Abyss, I guess, but I don't. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. Like, there's teleports on all these long-range maps. Like, it's not good, you know. I'm glad they didn't put teleports in Springfield. Hope they don't do that. Yeah, man. Yeah. They always. Thought this might happen with the TDM thing. Guess we'll do this. Hey, good to see you. Oh, yeah. Seems that you get better prizes sometimes if you wait till it gives it to you. Some of the prizes, if you hold the coins. Yeah, that's what I do. It was a big failure, man. Maybe I can make up for it a little bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope you get something cool. Good. Maybe you get nuclear amplifier or something. That's pretty good. Or the Revenant, the special edition one. Oh yeah, I got like maybe 7,000 or 8,000. Yeah, you know, when I talk about the game, I mean well, you know, like, I know some people, it's like, you know, tradition in this community, it plays it to complain about everything. I don't do that, you know? But sometimes they come out with features players really don't like. So you have to mention it. People unanimously didn't want the orbital strike feature, you know? So, no way to ignore that. Their logic was like, well, then they just won't use it. Yeah, but you know, what about making everybody pissed and upset, and leave the game? Like, you know, there's not just slippage for buying orbital strike stuff you don't want in an operation pass, keys, opening chests. That kind of slippage is there, but there's also slippage when people don't like that they're not receptive to feedback, you know? I think the only solution is to somehow make the motherships not do any damage. Because I can't think of any, unless you're gonna remove it. Yeah, that's all. I mean, they're the ones who are gonna buy stuff or play it. You know, watch ads. They ask a lot of their community to do free promotion for them and all this weird stuff. And they can't listen to something important. I know. Sorry, I know what you meant. For example, when they reworked the drones, you know, to make it not take power cells, you know what I did? I said, oh, that's good, you know, and I bought some drones. I bought them because, you know, they were meeting me halfway, you know, as a player, you know. They were compromising, but, you know, compromising in business isn't a weakness, it's a strength, you know. So if they did something like rework the mothership so they don't do damage, or they do something else, like heal, or I don't know, whatever they come up with, people would be, you know, understanding. They did it with the drone chips, remember? The chips too, they're too complicated and they changed it. You know, they may say, well, it's not going to do damage. What is it going to do? Like, I don't know. I just know that that's a feature that lowers the skill ceiling to an unacceptable level. And makes people not want to play the game, you know? Thousands of people wrote in and said they didn't like the way it was, you know. You know what they said in response? The person who made the decision, he said, absolutely not. He said, would they consider? He said, absolutely not. That's what he said. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, like, you're not going to succeed in saying, oh, well, yeah, I agree, but this, it's not going to work with this feature. Like, it's a failure, you know? If you can't get it to work, there's no way to convince people to like it, you know? Yeah, I think the ones that don't do damage, you know. This is a true story. I was on Springfield map in that little place you hide, you know, where we were earlier. I was in a match. I was in a Mercury, and I was gonna hell dive a player. This is in TDM. This is the other day. I was gonna hell dive a player. I had a little bit of health left, but I had enough to hell dive this player and win the game. And I got hit with orbital strike out of nowhere, man. The skillless feature. And anyways, I was planning on buying something, you know, because I seen something in offers I liked. And after that, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm not the only one who is doing this, you know? Some people are like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy anything or play this game anymore. So what most people, how they will react. They won't react like me. I'm a big fan, you know, so I'm very tolerant of the stupid stuff. But some people, they are just like, you know, they're pissed, you know. But yeah, I'll never forget that, man, the other day, you know, that's like a story I'll always remember. When I go to buy something, I'll always remember that story. I was about to win the game and hell dive this player, you know. It was actually like two players. They were next to each other with a little house, and I got orbital struck. And I lost. My team lost, you know. Oh, that thing looks like a GI patent. Yeah, look, if they... There's any features. No, boy, no one. But yeah, you know, I like this game, you know, but you know, what's better, you know, like a few 100,000 loyalists to the game or 40 people? What's better, you know? With this game, at its peak, it had like, you know, over 100,000 people on at the same time, you know. They're all making transactions and stuff. Or if they weren't doing that, they were watching a lot of ads, equal to the microtransaction of 6 months, a year, probably now. Just because they had features that people enjoyed, But yeah, so, okay, you and I will keep liking this game. But we'll be the only ones, I was a little distracted there. We'll be the only ones playing it. I'll need a special server access code. You'll be running a server for 30 people. Yeah. It will be... Oh. I guess I'll play one. Yeah. Man, they got me pretty good. Hold on. Wait. Alright. That was pointless. How many events? Oh, I think in total like a few hundred. We'll look at it. Yeah, I have like 60 on each one or something. Because I opened forgot the press. It delayed the what? Oh, I don't know the exact number. We'll check together after this game. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking. The coins. Oh. Allow me to speak in complete sentences if that helps. That always helps. I don't know why. They have the streaming app has its own it's a good thing. It has its own kind of moderation and stuff. So I actually like it. It even tells you what the emojis mean and stuff. Man, this guy beat me up. Yeah, you know, I always liked Omlet Arcade, and, you know, they're nice people. They've always been nice to me. I know this game pushes it to its limit. It's not meant for, you know, it was like, initially became popular because of Pokemon Go in 2014 and stuff. This game pushes it to its limit, you know. But it's a great app, you know. They're very nice. They don't do dirty stuff like other apps, you know, steal your password. Even if they do, like, you know, they're responsible with it, you know. It's a very respectable app. It's still better than Streamlabs, and Streamlabs has it. Yeah, I have it. I have Discord, but I'm not always on it. Yeah, the people who came up with this app, there's a couple really smart people and nice people. I'm in the monetization program on that app, but I don't always really use it. Maybe I'll use it some more. But you know, it's part of the experience to interact in the live streaming. So, you know, with Omlet Arcade, you can turn the chat off too. So, you know. So I was wondering why I was having such a hard time, you know. Yeah, I have some good ones. Guess I'll keep playing. Just a little bit longer. Poetry Cyclone. Oh, I don't have I can't monetize the stream, so you automatically get less views, because the way it works in Google is if you put your ad on, it brings it to the queue in a stronger way. So as much as I appreciate you guys. Just put something in there. So it's because of the music I'm playing. But I wanted to play cool music today. Yeah, they're very expensive. Oh, nice. Look at that. I'm reading this guy. Oh, Penny Lane. That's funny. Game of Crash Card. Oh, for real? Oh, for real? Well, that's it for the stream. Oh, look. I have enough. I have some of those already, but chicken. Car Crashers 2. Nice. That's the name? Yeah, I'll commit that to memory. We did good today. Alright, let's do it. Oh, not bad. Oh, they stuck it to me. Look, I got this one. See?